Hey boys, we're back. Uh, I'm wearing the same fucking shirt here. I always change my undershirts, so I told y'all I ain't fucking nasty. Just want to reiterate some things there. Anyways, so I talked about my dream, and I didn't know how my dream fit into everything, but I'll tell you how my dream fits into everything now. I see it. That was just last night I had that dream, and I talked about LSD and how things got trippy and fucking wild. Well, today when you're on LSD, you kind of see the darker sides of life. They're always there, but we don't notice them. We're programmed to see everything in a straight, fucking perfect line. We don't see the twists and the bends and the crooks in life, the dark sides of it. Like when you're looking at trees and stuff. When you look at things when you're on LSD, nothing's straight. Everything's bent and twisted. And okay, so that's a worldly aspect. You see the world for what it is, um, which is bent and twisted. Okay. Um, God is not bent and twisted. God is straight. So God's like the sun. God is the trees and everything. Everything tries to grow straight towards the sun. Now, because it's growing on this world and with other stuff around it, there's shade and stuff like that. This world, things naturally get twisted and corrupted and stuff, you could say. And that's what makes it beautiful. But what I want to say is God is straight, though. Okay, and that's what we need in this world right now. See, I was out this morning and I got some new tires put on my truck. But I got a chance to talk to my uncle and my brother and stuff and my cousin, and we was all just down there bullshitting, talking about what's going on in life. Just everyday, not everyday shit. Things going on, okay, with the law and the government and all that stuff. And how fucking corrupted, and I mean, when I say corrupted, but I mean the law is around here. Pocahontas County, the next county over, I guess, I'm not going to say they're worse than here, but my uncle said they're goddamn awful up there. I personally know from personal experience how damn corrupt they are here in Greenbrier County. From dealing with them myself, I was arrested for a DUI there once, and the cop that wrote the report on me, hey, I was drunk. I'm not arguing that. But the cop that wrote the fucking report on me, he lied in his goddamn report about how shit was. Okay, so they pulled me over and arrested me, and they went through my goddamn truck and ripped every fucking thing out, threw all my goddamn papers and stuff in the goddamn floor, trashed my fucking truck. In the fucking report, they wrote that I had several empty containers in my truck. When I got my truck back, the goddamn beers and everything was still in there. I had one 30-pack of beer in the back, a 30-pack that I had opened. I pulled one beer out of it, and it was sitting in the cup holder. There were not empty containers all over. I had one fucking beer that was open, and I'd only taken like a drink out of it. Okay? And the 30-pack that was open. So are you calling two containers? Two open containers, because they call the fucking box a container, which is dumb as shit. Okay? But that's two open containers. That's not several open fucking containers. Okay? Now let me tell you something else. That was back then. I've talked to a retired sheriff. I guess was pretty high up in there somewhere. I don't know. He couldn't have been that high up. He ain't that damn old. But he had some weight. Okay? And I talked to him about how they're corrupted and stuff. And he said, oh, no, they're not corrupted. But then as we was talking, like fucking 2 or 3 sentences later, same conversation, he's like, well, don't piss them off. If you piss them off, they'll fucking look for you. They'll look for your vehicle and pull you over. That's motherfucking harassment. That's harassment. That's some goddamn bullshit. That's how the fucking law works around here. I've heard this stuff for a long damn time from people, from several different people. So my uncle's taking his father-in-law. He's dealing with a lot of goddamn bullshit. He was, and he's had some troublesome background stuff, but the way they're treating him is completely unjust and isn't motherfucking right. Like they put him in jail, didn't provide him the medicine that he fucking needed, had to have a part of his damn toe cut off from it. Because they said the medicine was too expensive for him. They wasn't paying for it or some shit. It was like some stupid medicine. I don't know, $15,000 or something. Pharmaceutical companies. That's something else I want to talk about quick here. But because it's not just the law, and it's not just pharmaceutical companies. It's the whole goddamn country. This is what I'm talking about. The feminine energy is dominating this country. Feminine energy is worldly. It causes chaos and confusion and bad shit. We need that masculine, godly discipline and authority. Those straightening ways of God. We got to straighten people out. We need to straighten this fucking country out. We're crooked as fuck, dude. My grandpa, I take my grandpa to the doctor and stuff, and god damn it, it's all it is a fucking circus. You gotta run here, run there, do this, do that. They got him doing the same motherfucking thing 3 different times they had him do 2 EKGs. So he went down to his normal doctor to see them, and they wanted to do an EKG on him, which that one was free for them through the insurance. So whatever, no big deal on that one. Well, then we go somewhere else, and all this is for knee surgery. Then we go somewhere else to have his knee checked out. Well, they do an EKG on him there. Okay, well then, for a pre-op surgery, we go back to them, and they want to do a fucking another one. Why the fuck are we doing? We're doing all this unnecessary bullshit. And I'll tell you exactly why. It's corruption. Okay, it's all about the motherfucking money. With my grandpa's pills, let me tell you something about that. I can't tell you how many times I've been doing his pills for the last couple years, and they change. They fucking change. Like the manufacturer, the way the pills are shaped, or the color and stuff. Not all of them, but some of them, from time to time, they're changing. So what the fuck's going on? Changing manufacturers, or the manufacturers are changing stuff up. Why is shit like that changing? Medicine like that, they say that he has to be on for a lifetime. That's supposed to bring stability to him. There is no stability in it. It's fucking chaos. The goddamn prices on things. It's cheaper for him. There's 2 different things that he buys that he can get over the counter. It's cheaper for him to get it over the counter than for him to go through the prescription that the doctor prescribed him with his insurance, because his insurance covers a part of it, but not all of it. Okay, so even with his insurance covering a part of it, he still pays more for those pills if he gets them prescription, compared to getting them over the counter. Why the fuck is this? I know why. Because your goddamn insurance companies and your pharmaceutical companies work together, okay, and they jack the motherfucking price up on everything because of insurance. Just like goddamn vehicles, costing out the motherfucking ass. And then your goddamn insurance costs out the fucking ass for them. All these things are middlemen. The insurance company is a middleman. You know what happens as soon as you place a middleman in there? The goddamn price goes up, because now you're not going straight from dealer to person. Those are just 2 people doing business. Now you have a third man. And guess what? He has to make goddamn money. He has to make a living. So the goddamn business has to jack the price up to be able to pay for him to be a middleman. So this is where I talked about in my dream, LSD, you know, LSD really shows you this stuff. LSD will show you the goddamn truth, the corrupted, twisted side of life. Now, it also helps you to accept it. It also helps you to accept it because it's its reality. But here's the thing, once you have accepted it, that allows you the ability to work with it, to make necessary changes, to make good changes. And that's why I say that's what's going on in our country, okay? So 2.5 years ago, I connected to God. I said, God is straight. God is straight. Trump was motherfucking straight. And that's why he goddamn got shit done. Okay, that's why he was the head and the face, okay? And his woman, he had a godly woman who stood behind him and supported him. And he was able to take on the whole goddamn country and get massive amounts of stuff done. Expose massive amounts of corruption. Now we throw this motherfucker Biden back in there. He's worldly, completely worldly, crooked as fuck. That whole goddamn side is crooked as fuck. Now let me explain here. So they're crooked as fuck. Trump's straight as fuck. But neither one of them works independently. Just like I talk about the Bible. All this is correlated with spirituality and with the Bible. Christ come to unite, to marry God to mankind. So God to the world, spirit to the flesh. We are, and that's why I'm interested in what's going to come next. What kind of president are we going to have next? If Trump comes back, I would not be opposed to that at all. I'd love to see the man come back, but if he does, he's going to have to fucking do it different. He's going to have to be a little nicer about things, a little calmer about things, let's put it that way. What he did to come in and get everything stirred up, all the shit stirred up, was absolutely necessary. Okay? What Biden's doing right now is necessary. It's all part of our country. We divided in half. Okay, well now we got to come together. Like I said, we've been fighting. We're kind of fucking. I guess we're fucking right now. You know, all these goddamn women are running around like whores, fucking all the goddamn men they can get a hold of. Literally, it's a bad thing. I see it all around. There'll be one motherfucking man who's fucks goddamn tons of women. Meanwhile, you got and he's the one that's a cocky fucking jackass. Meanwhile, you got all these goddamn good fucking men, hard-working, straight living, honest men. The goddamn women don't want nothing to do with that motherfucker. So, I don't know. I just want to fucking inform people what the fuck's going on, all the corruption. For one, this is my spiritual journey, so like I said, everything is connected. I'm connected to life, especially right now. Purifying myself, cleansing myself, doing this diet, this fasting diet, okay? And the connection is going to get stronger as I go on through this diet, because the longer I go on through it, the more I'm purifying myself. I'm cutting a little bit more food out and connecting more to spirit all the time. At the end of the diet, there's a 3-day fast. If you actually do the diet, the whole thing, the Daniel fast, at the end there's a 3-day water fast, I guess, where you just drink water. I'm really hoping to do that. Really hoping to do that. See, I kind of done that once when I went off in the woods. Those people that I went to the sweat lodge ceremony with, once a year they get 2 people together and they go off in the woods for 5 days and they do a vision quest. I don't know if they drink water or not. They might not take water. I'm not sure. They don't eat any food, though. I know that. So, for 5 days, no food. And I guess maybe they drink water, maybe they don't drink water. I'm not certain. This is how you connect to God. You want to straighten yourself out, you have to detox. You have to cleanse out all the fucking worldly shit. Food is worldly. Our body needs food for sustenance. Your spirit does not need food. Matter of fact, the lack of food helps you connect to spirit. Spirit needs life. It needs love. It needs connection. When you eat a bunch of food, that fills you up and satisfies you, and it kind of cuts you off from your spirit, and you goddamn lay around your fucking house like a fat ass, a lazy sack of shit or something. I don't know. So to connect with spirit, fasting is a practice that we've done for goddamn ages. Let me tell you something about the animals. I was just talking about this yesterday with a woman. Animals don't eat a pile of fucking food. Everything they eat is extremely clean. It comes from the earth, but it comes from the divine, godly aspect of earth, the Mother Earth. Okay, God does not provide bad shit to us. Man creates and provides bad shit to ourselves. So, The animals are always fucking in connection with life. This is why they're not afraid of death. This is why they're not running around trying to build hospitals and create insurance companies and create this and create that. They are completely 100% accepting to life in the way that it is. We live and we die. They accept the weather. They accept everything. But we come from God. Okay, we don't come from this world. Our spirit comes from God. So there's a part of us, we like to straighten this world out. We got to straighten this world out. Just like a baby being born, okay? When it's in the fetus or in the womb, it's all balled up. It's all balled up, okay? But in order for it to be born, it has to go through an excruciating straightening process. It's excruciating for the mother and for the baby. And let me tell you what else to talk to this woman about. It's less excruciating if the woman is relaxed, if she is not fearful, if you're not carrying fear with you. Fear causes you to tense up. Okay, if you're tense and fighting against childbirth and labor pains and stuff, it's going to be much worse. Animals, they don't fight. They lay there and are perfectly relaxed. They accept it and don't deal with all the pain and the shit that we do as human beings. This is exactly what the Bible means when it says women are to submit to men, to the masculine side of life, the straightening side of life. Just like sex, your damn vagina submits to a man's penis. It forms around it. If it don't, goddamn, I don't know what it does. It just fucking does. You can't say if it don't, because it does. If if it doesn't open up and soften, then that's probably because you're being raped or something. Not good, right? Not good at all. Women these days got to quit fighting this shit, man. Y'all are terrified of a goddamn commitment. Y'all are terrified to allow a man to straighten you out. But that's desperately what we fucking need in this country. My God, that is desperately what we need. We need our goddamn businesses. The goddamn government needs fucking straightened out. Now, it's not completely motherfucking straight, not hard and rigid, okay? That's kind of what Trump was. He was very hard and rigid, okay? We need to... But I don't know, that was necessary in the beginning. That was just absolutely necessary. I don't know. Because motherfuckers weren't paying attention to nothing. We become so goddamn caught up in our own pleasures and addictions and the worldly aspects of life that we didn't give a fuck about government. We didn't care what was going on, about what evil was doing behind closed doors. Well, guess what? Now the evil has grown so goddamn bad, you can't avoid it. It's crashing in all around us. It's everywhere you look. Everywhere you go. People are suffering from depression. Goddamn taxes are getting stupid. The price of goddamn materials in this country are fucking stupid. I mean, look at the goddamn price of eggs, the price of shit, man. Remember, I told this 2.5 years ago, I talked about the economy and everything getting bad, shit getting bad. Motherfucker. Well, when Trump was in, it got pretty fucking good. And here comes Biden, and there it went. Right down the fucking drain. We goddamn giving fucking tax money out left and right to a bunch of goddamn dumb shit that ain't helping us nowhere. Other fucking people that ain't even got nothing to do with our country or other dumb shit. Our fucking country's suffering their ass off here. We want to take goddamn taxes from hard-working men and give it to motherfucking lazy bums. Welfare. There's so many goddamn government fucking assistance programs these days, and none of them are managed properly. They all need straightened out. Every goddamn one of them. I needed straightened out. I had to straighten my fucking self out over the last goddamn year. I connected to a goddamn woman and she dominated me. I picked up on all her fucking psychotic, goddamn crazy feminine energy and had to fucking straighten that shit out of me. I'm getting back in touch with my masculine side. That's why I'm finding my voice. I'm finding my confidence, my firmness. Now here's the difference between me now and then. I've been through that side. I've been through that goddamn, all that shit, that chaos and everything. I was that way. That was me. I had to learn to develop compassion and understanding for myself in order to help get myself out of that. But I also had to learn to put my goddamn foot down. Because me constantly forgiving myself again and again and again did not help me break away from addictions. That allowed, that continuously dove me back into them. It's like, oh, okay, well, don't be hard on yourself. It's okay if you slip up now and then. Or, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't, Bullshit. At some point, you got to grow up and be like, enough is enough. I mean, I've been sick of suffering. That's what it is. I suffered the whole goddamn time. And so I would be easy on myself, but then I would give in to my addictions. And then I was like, so it was just prolonging my fucking suffering. At some point, you got to put your goddamn foot down. Everything's symbolic. I'm wearing white now. I'm starting to wear white because I'm getting back into the white side of life, the sun, the godly side of life. I was wearing red and black before. I was coming through hard times. I was being birthed out. I had blood on me and I had dark stains on me. Well, I still got black on me, don't I? Still white and black now. I told y'all there's still a little bit in there, a little bit of corruption in me, huh? Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be walking around here in a white robe, but I don't know. Maybe the fuck I will. I don't know. Who knows? 2.5 years ago when I connected to God, I went out and bought a white truck. I was attracted to the color white. If you dive into the spiritual community, everything is symbolic. The things you're attracted to in your life directly, they will speak to you. If you learn to recognize it, okay, I can tell where the fuck I'm at, whether I'm healthy or not healthy there's many, many different ways. I can go do yoga and tell if I am healthy and balanced on the inside because I'll have my balance. If I'm out of balance on the inside, I'll be wobbly. I'll have trouble doing any poses or stuff that require balance. Also, when you're wholesome on the inside yoga, you don't fight yourself. You get in these weird poses, and that really put you in awkward positions. And if you're conflicted on the inside, you'll be tense, you'll be fighting yourself the whole time, you will not be able to settle into it comfortably. You will be uncomfortable. When you completely straighten yourself out on the inside, buddy, you can get in all sorts of weird goddamn positions. You ever see the animals? They'll goddamn lay down. They have the ability to lay somewhere for hours and don't get stiff. They don't get stiff. They don't develop body problems and issues. And they get up and they go on, and that's because they're always loose. They're connected to life all the time. They don't have corruption and evil inside them. Corruption corrupts your fucking body, literally, quite literally. So like says Christ, his body, he carried his body off into the sky or some shit, right? His body was not there. His body was gone. Okay, well, let's look back at old Egypt. The pharaohs and shit, they preserved their bodies. They learned to preserve bodies and shit. Spirit preserves bodies. God preserves things. God is everlasting life and preserves things. We need that. Now, this world is not God. It's worldly, so things are not going to last forever here. But we can bring godly qualities to the world. And just like I talked about, the house that I grew up in, that Gene Beard also was raised, that farm where he was raised, that's a very godly house. Been standing for over 200 years. Wait, no, maybe. Almost. I think it's 200 years older, better. Back before the Civil War. It's old house. That's a godly house. Made by the hands of God. When they built that motherfucker, those men that built that house knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing. This knowing is a godly aspect. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You try to build a house out of twigs. It ain't going to fucking go very far, is it? So, I built my woodshed out there. I split down my own fucking oak logs when I was connected to God. Okay, I split my own oak logs, and I used locusts, and I drilled holes, and I pegged the stuff together with wooden pegs. I used the same wood that I to make my pegs is what I used out there, you know. It's good to do that. Keep things together. It keeps a wholesome tree. So if I use the same tree to make rafters with, and then I use that same tree to make my pegs with and peg those rafters and stuff together, that keeps that tree together. It's wholesome. Okay, that is repurposing something in life. There's nothing wrong with repurposing trees and stuff. There's something wrong when we get into what the fuck we're doing nowadays, where we cut motherfucking trees down, just goddamn left and right. There's so much goddamn waste product that comes from it, and scrap and shit. We don't have appreciation for it, that we just throw away. This shit has grown, rapidly grown, and quickly chopped down for the sake of making goddamn money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Motherfucker, look at that shit. And every goddamn thing in this country revolves around motherfucking money. I'm going to stop there. We got to wake up, man. We got to wake the fuck up.